I study English literature, so as a writer of words, I understand the tool of words and how you can manipulate people. At the moment, all I've heard from you is manipulation and bravado. Do you actually plan on doing anything? Are you going to propose to us what you're actually going to do? Because it's easy to talk, but not as easy to walk. So.
One of the reasons why I was able to go to university is because of the sacrifices that my family made when I was younger. And we were just discussing small businesses there. One of the things that I know about the European Union is that the European Union can destroy jobs. My dad ran a fish business in Aberdeen. The common fisheries policy, unfortunately, led to the devastation of fishing in Scotland. My dad had to close his business, and as a result, something that had been built up by my grandfather and maintained by my dad disappeared. So my dad suffered, and it's also the case that there are young people, people like you, aged 18 to 25, who are suffering in Greece and Portugal and Spain at the moment because of the EU. The EU is a job-destroying machine, and to use a phrase from English literature, that is a tragedy. Right.
2 points. One about your dad, who is quoted today in the newspapers as saying it wasn't like that, it wasn't hardship or anything like that, it wasn't the EU that made me close my business.
Well, my dad was rung up by a reporter from The Guardian who tried to put words into his mouth, but my dad has been clear. He was clear to the BBC on Sunday night. He was clear to me when I was a boy that the business that he invested so much care and time in had to close as a result of the common fisheries policy. I remember when my dad ran his business. 2 of his employees were lads who were in a care home. They didn't have parents. My dad took them in, gave them a job, and allowed them to work in his business and to sleep there in a spare room that he made for them. That business closed. Those boys lost their home as a result of what happened. I know what my dad went through when I was a schoolboy, and I don't think that The Guardian or anyone else should belittle his suffering or try to get a 79-year-old man to serve their agenda instead of agreeing and being proud of what his son does.